Our customers entrust the Mercedes with the most valuable good of all, their life and the lives of their loved ones. And we are well aware of this special responsibility. Safety is part and parcel of our DNA, and this is why we have invented technologies such as the crumple zone, ABS, ESP and airbags. The experimental safety vehicles of Mercedes-Benz, our ESVs, even take traffic safety to the next level. Our ESV of 2019 brings up the following question. What must the safety systems in cars be able to do when cars are fully automated in the future? One answer is they must be able to communicate with the outside world, for example. The vehicle recognizes me as a pedestrian and always gives me a clear indication that it has spotted me. And what's more, the traffic behind is informed via a live picture on the rear windscreen that a pedestrian is crossing the road ahead. Several safety features from this ESV you will see as Mercedes-Benz standard features in the next 12 months to come. One prominent example is the airbag for passengers in the back seats. Beyond more traffic safety, there are many more dimensions to safety first at Mercedes. One of these dimensions is data protection. Contrary to some apps on your smartphone, when making recommendations for navigations in real time, we are interested in only two types of information: place and time. That's all we need to know and all we want to know, for that matter. And the same holds true for artificial intelligence. We are one of the first manufacturer to set up a voluntary obligation based on 4 principles. For innovation such as autonomous driving, AE is absolutely necessary. We employ AI in a meaningful and conscientious manner. This too is part of our understanding of modern luxury and one of the reasons why customers place their trust in our brand. When talking about trust, safety and efficiency, one aspect should not be forgotten: fascination, because the most effective behavioral changes are those that we want to make and not just ought to make. The fourth and last principle is about just that. It is about what unites us, motivates us, and inspires us. Let's start with the following question. Why are we here in the first place? One could say, that's obvious. We are all here in Frankfurt on business. But I don't think that this is all. For most of us, a car is more than just a means of transport, isn't it? What we also share is our fascination with cars, our passion for technology, and our enthusiasm about all the opportunities that arise from this. Who of you believes that the most exciting technology in our industry has already been fully developed and finalized because automotive engineers can't come up with anything better for cars anymore? I agree with you. The best is still to come. At Mercedes, we are convinced that the relationship with cars will become even closer, even less complicated, more natural and more direct. Let's look, for example, at the new possibilities that we have to get in touch with our customers and vice versa. By 2025, we expect that up to 25% of our customers will buy their new car online. And this is an option that We are also in the process of developing with our car dealers. Currently, we are testing direct selling with fixed, standardized prices, online as well as offline. Or look at the connection between a customer and their car. At Mercedes, MBUX is responsible for this. The digital assistant learns to understand your habits and routines better and listens to your "Hey Mercedes" commands and adapts to your requirements. For the designers, this offers the opportunity to have a cleaner interior design without too many switches and buttons, as in the Vision EQS. Isn't the thought fascinating that technology adapts to you quite naturally as a matter of course and not the other way around, and even without being wordy, as in this video clip?
Uh-oh. Looks like we have a serious baby situation here. Little Paul pulls an all-nighter. Again. So let's fix this for the two of them. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Activate the baby protocol.
Play music. Darken windows. Set ambient light. Start active body control. Baby protocol set.
Okay, well, that's a bit too successful. But possibilities are endless with your MBUX voice assistant. Now back to you, Ola.
Well, I believe many know this situation. Thank you, George. And by the way, this friendly gentleman is not an actor, but George Massing, our Vice President, Vehicle and Mobility. And I look forward to all the other new ideas MBUX might come up with in the future. The parents among us know how useful such an automated lullaby protocol might be. Most of all, we want to show you with this what possibilities MBUX can offer us. As a car manufacturer, we have a huge advantage in that we can seamlessly connect both hardware and software. Our developers are currently working on a standard version of the baby protocol, and I can promise you that it's not going to take 9 months. Most customers probably prefer listening to something else than baby songs anyway for a change, and that is why we integrate more and more streaming apps directly in MBUX. And soon we will get started with Amazon Music. The examples show what we want to achieve. Modern luxury by Mercedes is also about small things that can make life easier and more relaxed. Or about the special moments that are simply fun and enjoyable in the car and beyond. For me, a small moment of luxury might look like this: a relaxing day on the beach. But I know, of course, that different people have different preferences, and this is reflected by our diverse offering for the near future. As far as the future journey is concerned, one thing is clear. We will not embark on this journey alone. The climate change is a mammoth task that can only be handled successfully if many stakeholders join forces across the borders of companies, industries, and political parties. We can and want to continue to contribute our share, and part of this you can again see here on stage. But at this point, it is also time for an expression of thanks. We have experienced, for instance, a very good cooperation with the German federal government and the state governments in shaping the mobility of the future. And furthermore, I also look forward to the discussion with the chairman of the Green Party, Bündnis 90 Die Grünen, the day after tomorrow at the Meet Convention here in Frankfurt. I'm sure the discussion will be interesting. There will most likely be no disagreement on the fact that the industry and policymakers can work towards carbon reduction only together. One effective means to this end would be putting a price on CO2. Financial arguments can be an effective lever when environmental innovations are directly linked with economic incentives. But what counts in the end is the overall reduction of global emissions. The perhaps most important source of progress is a renewable resource, human ingenuity. This conviction is certainly shared by around 300,000 Daimler employees. By the many colleagues in the production, in the factories across the world, in the national companies and subsidiaries, by our colleagues in the administration, by the motorsports team, by our sales teams and dealerships, in our R&D department, by my whole management team, and of course by our ambassadors. People that you see here are only a few of many that work hard to achieve this future mobility every day. And for me it is a privilege to be part of this team, because these people with their passion and ideas are the main reason why I am fully optimistic with regard to the future of cars. Thank you very much. So I hereby officially open our IAA stand today. I wish you the best of success here in Frankfurt. Thank you.